Sawasdee Krub, and welcome to Kontroversy on TANnetwork. Hello.
Hello.
And hello. Today we have some very interesting stories.
Very.
Always.
I don't know if it's going to be as depressed as last week or not.
Exactly. I just hope I just dropped my sort of my milk.
I tried to ignore that.
My milk at my feet. Lucky it's empty.
Milking.
That's just not good.
Oh, okay. My English is not that
what
good.
you said. Oh, goodness me. Right, this is completely irrelevant, but we'll go to the relativeness of this program. Breast ironing. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I just realised the correlation.
Yes.
Breast ironing will protect their daughters from becoming pregnant.
Yes. You know, last week we were talking about the one of the country in Africa that the witchcraft thing, the stigmatism. And I was thinking, is it appropriate I talk about this? But it's different country, but also from Africa. It's in Cameroon. The thing is, for nutrition this day, the girl grow fast and they hit puberty faster, as young as 9. So because of the staggering number of young pregnant women and rape, the mother just think it's best to just try to suppress the growth of the breast of the girl. So the best way.
Are you okay?
the best way that the mother think it's good is just to iron the kid's breast with hot stone and some similar stuff.
Sorry, but this is crazy.
Yeah, the thing is, the girl gets scarred forever. Some of them, it's only affect in one side of the breast. Sometimes it's hurt forever.
Oh.
And just to make sure it's got deformed. And they don't think it's anything wrong with it. 1 in 4 girls in Cameroon got breast iron.
But also too, some of these cultures actually.
That's the mother that think there's nothing wrong with it. And when the reporter went to visit her, she was gonna show how to do it.
But you got to realise that many of these cultures in Africa believe that, say, that's almost a scarification. Scarification from not necessarily as much these days, but like when we were kids and before that, scarification's actually part of the culture, which I respect, but this is beyond.
This is something else.
You know what I'm saying? It's still
the mentality of it.
It is. It's like scarification. I remember as a child at my family going through Africa, like for a holiday. This is before a lot of sort of tourists went there, and we saw like babies being cut with razor blades all over their body, and then so like even Seal the singer, if you see his face. That's through his parents' scarification.
Right. Really?
Yeah. You've seen Seal?
Yeah.
And all those scars there, that's actually part of his culture and also his community.
No, the thing is this.
It's a whole different thing, but it's the same type of mentality.
You know, we heard a lot about similar story, like I read this one article many years back in a magazine about in Chile that they actually sew up the vagina of the girls just to make sure it closed and it's only open for the guy that she's going to get married. Yeah. It's just something not really religious. If it's something religious, I'll understand. But this is something just against. It's almost like everything wrong or happen. It's because of the girl or the woman, and what they do it just hurts more. Yeah. And it's
they should sew the boys instead.
Sew the tip of the thing.
Yeah.
What you gonna sew? Like what? Attach it to something?
Darn it! It used it both ways, doesn't it?
You did both.
No, because you need that for peeing.
No, but the thing
so you
is
can't obviously, you know.
But in defence of the women here, which both of you are in certain cultures, when they actually clitorectomize the woman, which means when they actually cut off the clitoris and sew up in some cultures, as you were saying, they actually, in some parts of Africa even, they actually put twigs and mud inside, because that's actually part of the healing process of the damage they've done.
Yeah, what I read, there's no mud
and I mean, like, you know, well, this is old process. I studied this type of thing in school when I was younger, do you know what I mean? So I might know a little bit more than the next person. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that still, even a woman has to urinate. She can't urinate through that properly either.
You know, every time I read this kind of story, I feel so fortunate that I was
I was going to say, thank God I was born in Thailand.
And country or even just my family, because if it's other family, I might get beat up and kicked out of the house or whatever. So I feel fortunate. I feel bad for all those girls. They got scarred for the rest of their life, and most people don't address it. This team of reporters went in this one village in Cameroon and be able to talk to this one woman that she actually teaching at a school. And she actually, this is probably the only one organization in that city that actually addressed this problem. So they educating kids, maybe at least next generation, it will be less breast ironing.
Exactly. Well, one thing that I always say about religion is that, and especially in Thailand, is that if the Thai ministers and the whole Thai cultural people behind the preservation of Thailand don't keep Buddhism as the main focus, we might end up like this one day, because Buddhism is one of the non-violent religion philosophies of the world, next to Hinduism. And even kids sort of now are becoming less understanding of that, do you know what I mean? And it sort of worries me a bit that, like, you know, if we do need religion and say Buddhism, for instance, which is a beautiful philosophy and a beautiful religion, you know, I worry sometimes that people get less. Before, you know, Thailand used to be less aggressive.
The things that worry me is that the people that translated or imply all this teaching of this religious just to get to benefit themselves, just to make it more violence, or just to I don't know, make people aggressive. But that's how they interpret the teaching. But personally, I don't believe that any religion. I don't believe any religion originally we want anyone to kill anyone or do harm to anyone. So it's just the person that translated the teaching.
Or it's like the Quran is beautiful. It's almost based on Buddhist principles. And the original forms of pagan Christianity is the same. Do you know what I mean? Look after the earth, look after each other.
Love each other.
Exactly. And all these other things that were changed, especially in Christianity, were actually in the Middle Ages.
Just some certain insane people just twist it all around just to benefit themselves.
A bit like politics, really.
Yeah, it's actually politics. You know, when you get too much power, maybe it's kind of twisted your mind and it's make you do things that you shouldn't do.
Well, I don't know. I think the unfortunate thing that's happened in the last couple of thousand years with humanity is everyone's always trying to control each other.
So we're always unfortunate.
We always want to control everything. You know, that's
and
part
I mean,
of
even down to sort of today, like, you know, you get controlled about what you watch, what you eat, what type of job you do, what you wear. You know, people like me, rebels, always getting in trouble for being myself. Do you know what I mean? Always have.
You get in trouble
but we
for
love
being
you
different.
for being the rebels.
Exactly.
No, some people just don't like something different, and they just don't know how to deal with the different personality.
Yeah, but getting back to the story, the thing is, that's abhorrent. But I do really believe the mindset of these older people doing it to younger people, like in many of these cultures,
is in good intention.
And the thing is that also too, as I said, scarification and part of mutilation is not looked at as a bad thing in those cultures, and I respect that, because I've actually seen it with my own eyes, which I've gone, oh my God, if my mum did that to me as a child, I would have freaked out, you know. But the thing is, that's something that these people get used to. Unfortunately, you can see the footage we have here, that's not the case. But I can understand the parents' mindset. It's like, you know, this is for your best, this is part of the culture. This, I can see that.
Because they just said big breasts is going to attract more kids. Oh, it's true. Attracts more boys, big breasts, and get them pregnant early, but I don't think that's the right way to fix or prevent the problem.
Look, I mean, it's all about education.
Because if they want to have sexual intercourse, it doesn't matter what shape of the breast or how big or how small.
It's true.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, and I've always said this, like, it's not necessarily about the size of anything, it's actually the size of your love for each other. Which, you know, there you go. I mean, I don't really agree with that, but it's the truth.
It's
that is the truth.
Of course you are. You agree with that. You're like love sick. You are. You're like romantic type. A closet one, perhaps, because you don't want to admit it.
Closet many things. There you go. Anyway, we'll see you after the break.
Closet many things. Good one.